The remote sent me to the ER. I have a kink for anal play. If that don't set the tone for this story, then I don't know what will. How about some sexy sax music to go along with it? It goes as follows like this from this young man's perspective. I received my first Wii console as a teenager, and I loved it so much. I would play on it every day when getting home from school. I had recently dug up the old console from my attic, and thus played it in my living room, reliving various childhood memories and fun gaming experiences. I loved the shape of the Wii remote, with its rubber-rounded skin that felt silky smooth on the plastic device. I have engaged in anal play since my late teens, and I fit all kinds of stuff into myself for stimulation. And I got this idea, which seemed good at the time, to do the same with my Wii remote. So I grabbed some and began to play. So far, so good. I finished and began to pull it out. However, its square bottom part was making it insanely difficult to get it out. And it began to hurt. I tried pushing it out, but that was also extremely painful. So with no other options, I had to call 911. And when the paramedics arrived, it was one of the most awkward situations I've ever been in, having to explain to the two EMTs how this had happened. I was stuck permanently laying on my side with my knees tucked into my chest. When I got to the ER, they took x-rays and it showed the remote lodged sideways in my The doctor simply walked in with a mask on, and I could read it in his eyes that I was probably the biggest idiot he's ever had the displeasure of operating on. To make a long story short, they got it out via dilating, and I never inserted a Wii remote into myself again. Well now, wasn't that enlightening? So in my latest People Ruin Everything on the Wii console, I noticed a lot of viewers barely were watching past the 5-minute mark, so they missed out on the hilarious Wii remote story I read, which is what I'd started this video off with. Anyway, I've read some fucked up posts on Reddit before, but now it got me thinking about ones that are so stupid and hilarious at the same time. So that brings me here today. Let's laugh out loud together at some strange, weird, funny, and smactual Reddit stories. Let's go. Here's one simply entitled by an anonymous user, "I think I might have invented something." I got a note here that there is a lot of curse words in this one, and I don't know, it seemed like this guy had the F word just popping up in autocorrect constantly when he was typing this. And there's a lot of disgusting and highly 18 plus language here, so I'm going to be paraphrasing quite a bit and replacing words with other ones and other expressions, so bear with me. But the beginning sentence of this is a question. Has anyone else ever tried girl's armpit? So me and my longtime girlfriend, who's now my wife, have basically done everything kinky we could think of, and we were starting to get bored of the same old dirty deed. Randomly during our last escapade exploring each other's mountainous regions, I got this weird idea to stick my garden hose in her armpit and began to do the Humpty Hump. She thought it was weird at first, but then she started to enjoy watching me go in and out like a cuckoo clock, and was absolutely revving her engine after I extruded the vanilla icing into the cake. I think I've invented something new and incredible. Well now, I certainly learned something new today. And that's certainly something new, and this person might have been the first person to ever think about rubbing your sugar stick into someone's armpit until it fills up with whiteout. Certainly a strange world we live in. I think I've read enough. I'm also pressed for time today, so that is why this video will be short. Thanks for watching anyway and bearing with me. This has been fun. I might do more at least.